What's going on, guys? Maniacs here, back with part 3 of my Alan Wake's American Nightmare, Let's Play. So, basically, if you've watched the other two parts, the first part was a motel, second part was the Red Tooth Observatory, and the last part is a drive-in movie theater. This place is, it's really cool. I love this area because the story behind it is really good. So basically, after the first area, we took out the darkness. The second observatory area, we got this signal that was being displayed up in the sky, and the only way to see it was through the telescope. But unfortunately, at the end there, if you pay attention, you saw that actually, as you can see there, you can actually see the observatory up there. I really like how you can see each area. I can't remember which side it is that you can see the town from. Anyway, so at the back at the place, you saw that you had got this thing called the signal, like it's a piece of the signal that you need, but unfortunately it wasn't complete. So now we came to the drive-in theater. Just I don't know why we do. It's just a random thing that Alan does.
It's you.
So once you go into this room, this lady's all like, "I want your dick, and I want to suck you and bang you in the other room." So basically, if you notice that she's got kind of like that darkness cloud around her. So what happened was Mr. Scratch showed up here, and
I love you so much.
well, the best way to describe it is Mr. Scratch showed up here, banged her, splooged into her, and now she has darkness all around her. That's the easiest way to describe it. He banged her,
It's not allowed.
you
said.
and now she is full of darkness. She's full. Yeah, so this is just one of the other characters that you have to interact with a couple times. And what Alan is asking is, hey, where's the key? How do I turn the lights on? And she's like, no, you can't, because Mr. Scratch, I guess you could kind of say, poisoned her mind, saying, don't turn the lights on. It's not good. So what he's doing is he's kind of tricking her into telling him how to turn the lights back on. And there's the light switch right there, but there's no power to turn the lights on. Now, I don't know why the darkness doesn't go after her, because Mr. Scratch likes her, and he's the one that controls everything that goes on with the darkness. So she's not being attacked because Mr. Scratch doesn't want her to. He likes her. He wants to keep banging her. So, no lights. We gotta go turn the lights on. We have to go to this power plant, but the only way to get in there is to use the keys, which are right here in the other room. And there's also a radio in here. Turn that on. And if you want to go ahead and listen to that radio station when you play it, it actually has the new Old Gods of Asgard song. It's called Balance Slays the Demon. In the first game, it was Children of the Elder God, where you actually went to that concert thing with Barry, and you played that song while you fought. In this one, it's called Balance Slays the Demon. One thing that's really cool, though, is the Old Gods of Asgard is actually a band called Poets of the Fall. They did a bunch of music for Alan Wake as well, of their own style. I think one of their songs from the first... one of their first songs from the first Alan Wake game was called War. And it's actually not a bad song. They're not a bad band. A lot of their music is like mainstream and calm. Their calm music is pretty good. I think they've got some hard rock and metal stuff, but it doesn't sound very good. Their mainstream stuff is pretty decent. Here's another weapons chest. This one's a sawed-off shotgun. That's 30 manuscript pages. That one's not bad. That gun's not bad. It only has 2 shots, but it replaces your pistol. So it's actually a decent gun if you have the other shotgun or something like that. It's not a bad gun, especially when it doesn't replace your other shotgun. It actually replaces your pistol. So I'm just going up here. Granted, this isn't the way to go, but I just wanted to pick up this really cool weapon. This thing is the crossbow. This weapon is really cool. It's really powerful. The best thing about the crossbow is the fact that it actually can go ahead and shoot right through darkness, so you don't even have to you don't even have to hold the flashlight on the enemies. You can literally just shoot right through it and it instantly kills them. I just think that's really cool. Let's see if I can do it here. Fuck. The only problem with this gun is yeah, see right there? It didn't even flash him. Ah, fuck! The only problem with this thing is it's only got 1 shot, which is obvious. It's a crossbow. But also the bullets drop, and I'm just a terrible shot, especially for these guys. These guys it's not very good for because they move so fast. But those are the guys that die in literally 1 shot. But when it comes to like power and stuff, this is probably the best weapon to use against the enemies because it kills just about anything in one shot. Um, when it comes to like the big guys with the sledgehammers or whatever, it takes 2 shots for them. Um, and here's the first time that we actually see Mr. Scratch. So yeah, I mean this is the first time that you see Mr. Scratch in the game, aside from seeing him in the in those TV cutscenes. So that's the first time you see him. So you actually know that he's here. So basically, what you're doing in this game, like I said before, is you're playing catch up with Mr. Scratch. You're trying to catch up to him and put a stop to whatever the hell he's doing. God damn, I'm a terrible shot with this thing. There we go. I believe it takes 2 shots with the crossbow to kill these guys. 1. Yep, 2. Fuck, why did I do that? Oh my god, I am such a bad shot. I only have 1 shot with this. Oh, no, I got more. Fuck! I'm gonna get my ass kicked. Fuck off! Fuck! Go away! That was a pretty scary sequence. Alright, so like I was talking about, god damn, get interrupted by my story, you fucking stupid things. Like I was talking about, the whole thing with Mr. Scratch where you're trying to play catch up, this is the first time that you actually see him in the game itself, so it's kind of they kind of give you that little push to say, hey, he's here, you're making progress. So here's another radio, like another TV. This one's actually pretty cool. It doesn't really show a whole lot, it just shows Mr. Scratch dancing to this song called I'm a Psycho. It's actually not the greatest song in the world, but it's not a horrible song. And as you can see here, there's like another guy right here. He's trying to get to that gun. That's what that thing is on the left side. He grabs it, and then Mr. Scratch kicks him. Gun falls to the ground. Yeah, I don't know why they put this part in here. All it is Mr. Scratch dancing and stabbing this guy to death. There's no story or anything like that. Yeah, that's basically what the whole thing is. And at the end, he stabs the guy. So I'm not just gonna sit there and watch that the whole time. It's not as interesting as the other ones. Granted, that one has a little more action, I guess you could say. But the other ones were good because they always had like some backstory about what Mr. Scratch was up to. Hey, look, there's Mr. Scratch as we're talking about. And as you can see there, you can't do any damage to him or anything. He's just like so protected by the darkness that it just doesn't do shit to him. So now we're moving on. That's the power station right off in the distance. If you see this this box over here, this is the first like assault rifle in the game. Fucking A! I am such a bad. Why did I choose this gun? I'm such a bad shot with it. Fuck! Fucking die! God damn it! Oh my god, I am just awful with this gun. Really? How did that not kill him? Okay, fuck that. I'm gonna end up dying because I'm too stubborn to switch to another fucking weapon. The crossbow's good, but you gotta have like it's got its own, style to shooting with it. Not only does it drop, but it also, leaves you pretty defenseless after you do it. So here's the assault rifle. Like I said, I'm not going to use them. I'm just going to open it up. Looks like an M16. It's not bad. It's got a 3-round burst. But you're better off using another weapon like the shotgun or whatever, because it does take a couple bullets to kill people with that. So the assault rifle, it's cool to use, but not the most powerful weapon. So I would recommend going with something else. If you're good with the crossbow, use it. I'm awful with this thing. So I don't know why I'm using it. I'll go and pick something up once I find like another gun. I'm pretty sure there's a shotgun in the place itself, so I'll go ahead and use that once I get in there. But see how bad? Look, what the? I didn't even get close to that guy. Oh my god. Uh-oh. I'm gonna get surrounded. Oh, surrounded. There we go. Oh, I'm in the wall. See, those guys are really annoying because they just rush up and gotcha. See, the crossbow's good if you're bad with it, if you get really, really close to them. Otherwise, this thing is kind of annoying because you have to aim it just right, and there's no like room for error. If you miss, you're fucked. You have to sit there and reload it. So this place is all dark and spooky or whatever. You see, nothing's on, all the power's off, and what you need to do is turn it on. Now this is kind of this is kind of American Nightmare's way of making a puzzle. So as you can see here, we got 3 junction boxes. All 3 of them have red lights, and as you can see up there, every once in a while there's a green light that flashes on the far left and the far right one. So what that means is you need to turn, what you need to turn is this one on and this one on. Come on, Alan. There you go. Once he turns it on, the power comes on. That's their form of a puzzle. I don't know why they did that. Why don't they just have you put all 3 of them on? I don't know. I'm not really complaining about it. It's just, you know, hey, let's put a puzzle in the game. Okay, let's make it incredibly easy. Fuck you. Bitch, get owned. Alright, so now we got the power back on. Don't walk into these currents right here like I almost did. Don't walk into those currents. That will fuck you up. I believe there's a couple, there's like one manuscript page in here. I don't remember because I haven't done it for a while. So now we need to escape. Can't go out the same way we came in, so let's go this way. I don't remember where the current things are. Fuck you, bitch. So now we have to go back to the place and turn the light on for that chick. Yeah, so now we just gotta backtrack to... God damn it, I almost walked into that. Now we just have to backtrack to that place. Alright, there we go. We're good. So now we're actually just about to introduce a new enemy into the whole Alan Wake series. This enemy never spawned before. This guy right here, he basically throws darkness flashbangs at you, and when they explode, they deal damage to you. Now, one thing that's really awesome about these guys is they will actually kill other enemies. I don't know how that... I think there's another one somewhere. What's kind of cool about... Holy shit! What's kind of cool about those guys, like I keep trying to say, I keep getting interrupted by these fucking enemies, is that if they throw throw one of those darkness bangs, that's what I'm going to call them. They don't have a particular name for them. They're mindless enemies that throw those things and then run away. They're kind of annoying, especially at a distance when you're trying to fight multiple enemies at once. But by themselves, they're really easy. They don't have much darkness around them, and they don't do anything else but throw that stuff. So you see there, got rid of his darkness and then shot him. What the? Oh, there's another one. There he is. Like, if you get hit when they throw it, it'll do damage to you, and when it explodes, it'll obviously do damage to you. It does a whole lot... Fuck! It does a whole lot more damage when it explodes, but it doesn't, like, instantly kill you if it goes off, so don't worry about that. Like I was talking about earlier before I kept getting interrupted, was the fact that if you go over to... if you go over to one of those things and it throws like one of those dark bang things at you, and there's other enemies around you, it will usually 9 times out of 10 kill the other enemies around you. So any of those regular common darkness, you know, people, it will kill them around you. So it's basically like Alan throwing a flashbang. Jesus Christ, this guy throws a car at me. It's kind of like Alan throwing a flashbang, but it's a darkness bang that the enemies throws. So he will actually end up killing his own people, which is actually kind of funny to watch. Because it's funny to watch him throw it go off and kill one of the... Fuck! It kill one of the darkness guys, and then he runs away like, oh, I didn't do it! So yeah, those are new enemies that spawn in this game. Every other enemy that we've come across right now, aside from the spiders, has been in the first game. They just look different. I'm kind of glad that they kept the basic people, but it's kind of nice how they sometimes add new people in. So now that we've got the power on, go over, turn the lights on. She screams because the darkness is getting out of her, and then she's perfectly fine now. There's no more darkness in her, and she says that she feels full and gross because that guy banged her. I think it's just hilarious how he bangs the shit out of her and then leaves and says, "Oh, by the way, don't turn the power on." So now she's all like, ew. Now she's all like creeped out, whatever, by Mr. Scratch. The guy does look like a total greaseball, by the way, if you look at him. So yeah, because vagina's full. So basically now what she's saying is you need to get into the you need to get into the projector booth, which is that thing that's projecting the screen. You know, like the Mr. Scratch videos on the screen. Hopefully, you know what a projector booth is. And after you turn the power on, you actually can go over to the projector booth, but the problem is you need a passcode in order to get into it. And the only way to get the passcode is to come back here and free this chick from, you know, free her from the darkness. It's the only way to get the access code. Once you get the access code this first time, you never have to go back into that room and talk to her. You never have to go back in there to get the access code again. So in the other two parts that you come here, you can actually just go right from the power station to the projector booth. But, you know, it's always, I don't know, I just have a knack for going back and rescuing her. I don't know why. It's just a thing that I enjoy doing. So if you continue to talk to her, actually, she actually talks about a, Alan Wake talking about a fat Rendicott. She actually talks about a video that Alan's wife, Alice, put together. And basically what it is, it's like memories of Alan Wake that she recorded. So, if you continue to talk to her, it's always nice. You get some background information. Those pillar things, there's three of those pillar things that are surrounded by darkness that you need to destroy. If you destroy all three of them with the enemies still running around, it'll kill all of the enemies around it. So try to take them out as quick as possible, because like I said, it'll basically explode and kill all the enemies around you. Like there, boom, all of those guys just died. Didn't have to waste any ammo or bullets on them. Granted, you do have to use a couple batteries in this sequence, but it's definitely worth it because it's basically blowing up a flashbang and killing everybody around you. It's really easy to do this part. Like I said, as soon as they pop out of the ground, just start blowing your flashlight at them. And as long as the enemies aren't douchebags, boom, dead. All the darkness goes away. This really bright light spawns out of absolutely nowhere. And now the projector booth is free to go into. Before that, those pillars, they wouldn't allow you to go into the projector booth because the darkness was stopping you. So now you have to go into the projector booth. And this is where that signal from the second part comes into, as he talks about right here, you know.
Champion of Light can feel the fragment of the signal in his pocket, the weapon that can change what.
So that's the narrator talking about the projector and how talking about the signal that you got in the second part with the observatory. So if you check the manuscript, it says it was late at night. What that means is you need to change the clock to. And once you change the clock, once you change the item to what it needs to be, as you can see there, the lights flashed and it had that really noise to the background. That's when you know that you've done something right. So now it says summer was almost here. What that means is you need to go and change the calendar to the month of August. Once you do that, it starts flashing and then darkness starts spawning. So what that means is you're fucked. You didn't get the full signal. That's what it was talking about when you didn't get the full signal. So now you go into another live action sequence where you get blown back into the darkness. This is the end of part 3. Thanks guys for watching. So now we've gone to the motel, the observatory, and the drive-in. Now guess what we're doing, people? We're going back to the motel. So now I'm just going to go ahead and shut up. Thanks for watching part 3. Look forward to part 4, and I will see you guys in part 4.
Your life. Your wife. What are you gonna do about it? The sun's never coming up now. I can keep this up forever. Show yourself.